they're off and running and racing up towards the first bend. A good start here from trap 6, No Mercy, along with 4, Droopy's Cross, then comes 5, Rainstorm. Into the first bend, a bit of bumping there. 6 suffered, No Mercy as they head down the far side. 4's out in front at the moment. Droopy's Cross leading 2 lengths clear from Rainstorm. A further 3 lengths back to 1, Cool Dynamite, but this should be in the hands of Droopy's Cross, a strong staying greyhound over this kind of trip. He's out clear by 2.5 lengths then from Rainstorm back in second. Running on well is Cool Dynamite. Bringing the victory here to trap 4, Droopy's Cross. Second was trap 1, Cool Dynamite, and back in third in the end was trap 5, Rainstorm. And away they go then for Heat 10 and racing up towards the first bend. Good trapping from Active Gold in 1, but the pace up from Aztec Travel in 5, and here comes 6, El Zito on the outside, round that second bend. And it's Aztec Travel being challenged all the time by 1, Active Gold. Handy still is El Zito, but having to come round the outside. After these comes 2, racing in 4th, Bookie's Delight. They're beginning to bunch up at the third bend. There's little between Active Gold, Aztec Travel and El Zito as they come off the final bend. It's Active Gold leading from 2, Bookie's Delight. El Zito coming with a run. It's going to be tight. El Zito just gets there in the end. It's gone to a photo for second place, but El Zito, your winner. And away we go, and racing up towards the first bend. As expected, trap 3, Black Gem Charm is out fast here, heading towards the rails. Then comes 5, Kalila Roger. On the outside of that one comes Lark Hill Joe. After these racing in about 4th place at the moment, we've got Bullaway of Power. That's showing a bit of pace down the far side. And up front, Black Gem Charm out in front. 5, Kalila Roger coming to take over. No room there for 4, Bullaway of Power. Also, Lark Hill Joe slightly crowded at that point as they come around the final bend. And Kalila Roger goes on. They're bunching in behind. Bullaway Power throwing it all down. It's going to be all close. A photo finish there between Kalila Roger and Bullaway Power. Away we go for Heat 12 and racing up towards the first bend. A bit of bumping there. Trap 5, Midday Man cutting across and trying to lead. Lid Pal Cassie on its inside. And on the outside there is trap 6 getting a clear run, Square Penny. She goes on. More bumping and 5 Midday Man's dropped back, but Lid Pal Cassie is determined and she goes off in chase. And Lid Pal Cassie coming up on the inside of Square Penny at the third bend. It's Lid Pal Cassie leading here from Square Penny. After these comes 3, Droopy's Eric up towards the winning line. It's Lid Pal Cassie. What a game performance. She wins it. Square Penny second and Droopy's Eric back in third. We're racing and running up towards the first bend. A good start here from Fireside Venture, matching Capital C up to the bend. After these come 6, Powis Minister. Around the first turn then, and it's Capital C just going on now from Fireside Venture. The Powys Minister close up, and a gap back to racing in 4th place. That's 2 Tulloch Choice. So come racing down towards the second last bend. Up front, Capital C, but Powys Minister poised to challenge. They're pulling away now from Fireside Venture and Tulloch Choice. Around the final bend, and Powys Minister just staying on the better. Capital C is game, but Powys Minister gets there from Capital C, and back in 3rd was 1 Fireside Venture. They're racing for heat 14, and a great start here from 3 I'm Trigger, already about a length clear as they race up towards the bend. Being joined now by Astrus in Eulogy, who means business though, as they go around the first 2 bends. 5 racing in 3rd, Sarah Deb, and after these comes 6 now. Good reaction. After these comes 2 I'm Frankie Hampton at the second bend, but up front it's still 3 I'm Trigger in front, but Astrus in Eulogy poised to challenge as they come around that second last bend. It's Astrus in Eulogy on the outside of I'm Trigger, getting closer all the time is Sarah Deb, up towards winning line. Astrus in Eulogy goes on close home. Astrus in Eulogy wins this one from 3 I'm Trigger. After these comes 5 Sarah Deb. And away we go, and racing out towards the first bend, and 1 Troopy Sharon is out fast here, leading the way from 5. Not Naboa Matt on the outside, showing a bit of pace up along with 3 He Knows, and they go around the first 2 bends, and now 3 He Knows bursts through and takes up the lead here, going well clear from 1 Troopy Sharon. Then comes 2 Forest Jet as they come racing down towards the 3rd bend. He Knows, the anti-post favourite, is back in charge again. He Knows is well clear from Forest Jet, giving chase in 2nd. The others are headed by Nashover back in 3rd, but up towards the winning line it's going to be He Knows who wins this one. Forest Jet 2nd, and Nashover did all its running in the closing stages to be 3rd. Away we go then for the final heat tonight. Pavilion Rock pings out in front here from 2. Powers Prince in 2nd. After these comes 3. Racing in 3rd, Swift Bravo. On the outside there is 6 Midway Sweep. So as they head down the far side of 1, Pavilion Rock opens up and goes 4 or 5 lengths clear now from 2. Powers Prince giving chase in 2nd. And then comes 3. Swift Bravo on its outside is Midway Sweep. As they come around the second last bend, and Pavilion Rock on the bunny, not to be shaken off it though. Pavilion Rock is going to win this one comfortably. A trap to line success. Running on for 2nd is Powers Prince, and back in 3rd, just grabbing that position, was Midway Sweep. Well, let's analyse the clockings then for the second round heats of the Greyhound Derby. First of all, the first night. I've got a bit of a bone to pick with the going here, because you can see it's plus 25 for El Premier, who recorded that whizzing 28.36 time. But as you go down, some picture on 20 fast going, clocking 28.47. I have my doubts. I rated it about normal at that stage of the evening. Then we had the rainstorm, of course, that night, that the thunder and lightning that held up proceedings. And here's Andy went on to record 28.57 on ground rated plus 10, which I could see their point of view there due to that rain lying on the track and not really soaking in. Moving on to the sectional times, well, Pam's Wizard, what a clocking that was. 5 dead to the winning line first time, beating El Premier by 1/100th of a second. That was another good clocking from El Premier. Call per election, despite being beaten, managed a 5.03. Ewell called it a good 5.06 on fast ground, and Burnt Oak Drive did 5.07. Burnt Oak Drive went out of the competition, of course. Moving on to the second night, the rating of the going here plus 15 throughout the evening. He Knows recording 28.47 and showing his true form now at this stage of the competition. Asterisk in Eulogy promising 28.59 when winning his heat, beating I'm Trigo by a length and 3/4. Powers Minister doing 28.67. Then came I'm Trigo. Pavilion Rock did a 28.74. Sarah Deb 28.75. Capital C and Droopy's Cross on 28.77. And a quick glance at the sectional time sees Pavilion Rock at the head of affairs, doing a 5:01 split, quicker than Black Gem Charm from the traps to the winning line. And Sam Sykes runner really started to edge back into form. A nice winning sequence he'd clocked up. I'm Trigo did 5:08, capital C 5:09 with Asterisk in Eulogy. And as expected, Aztec Travel did a 5:10, Kalila Roger 5:10, and Fireside Venture 5:11. Well, we're going to take a look now at the clockings to halfway again, courtesy of the Sporting Life. Their Greyhound Life pointed out that El Premier headed the table there with a 14.61 clocking to halfway, improving on his 14.69 from the first round. Pavilion Rock had gone slightly slower, just one spot, 14.67 from a 14.66 split first time. Ladbroke Park was third on the table on 14.70. Then came Stowe's Vale 14.95. Then came He Knows with a 14.73. So those were the clockings to halfway. And for the draw for the third round, well, He Knows managed to get trap 3 again. Some Picture got trap 6 again, and Pavilion Rock got trap 1 again. It was as you were really with some of the trap draws, and He Knows lining up in Heat 7.